One of the things that a lot of my clients have talked about is that they operate by the apprenticeship model. And you
Mhm,
mentioned this earlier.
mhm.
Younger generations come in, they sit next to somebody who's seasoned, understands it, and they learn by watching, learn by listening in on the phone calls, learn by asking a question, sitting next to somebody. And we see that as all sorts of professional roles. Um, how is that working with the younger generation, with Gen Zs and with millennials, particularly now that we've got so much remote going on? What are you seeing as really effective in these kind of environments?
So I first want to note my true concern for Gen Zers in particular in this, and I've named it in conversations, in my work, in our proposals, in our client engagements. I am worried that people are thinking that something that is amazing is in the long run might turn out to be that it was not so amazing. I am not here to advocate and say everyone must go back to the office. I'm not here to debate those in terms of what people decide to do there. And I know there are real good reasons around the balance, but I am concerned for Gen Zers that they're missing out on these critical opportunities to just be, learn, take it in. You learn so much just stopping in the kitchen to grab coffee or tea. You learn so much by walking with someone to grab some lunch, or that you all stay a few minutes after the meeting in a conference room. It doesn't happen in Zoom. You can't read the room the same way. You can't grab someone during the mid break of the meeting when everyone's gone off their Zooms to go get a snack. If you were in the office or in the conference room, you would have been able to grab coffee and ask a question or two. So I'm particularly concerned for them that it will have implications. I'm particularly concerned it'll ultimately have implications around performance review, that it may have implications around career trajectory and promotions. And I'm particularly concerned for women and people of color, that if their managers are not laser focused on those performance review, those opportunities, those professional development opportunities, that coaching, that they may inadvertently leave, particularly those who've been left out in historically, marginalized historically, may look up and may further marginalized. So we, again, by advancing these conversations around what's the benefits, not just the job itself, the scope of work, but what are these benefits like coaching, like professional development, these learning opportunities, what's performance review look like? I'm worried that we're going to look around in 5, 7 years, and we're going to have a group of people who feel like, whoa, I thought this was a gift and a magic bullet, and this is really not turned out to be great for me.